Tonight, I would like to give the Dhamma talk, Dhammanupassana, this Baba, observing the Four Noble Truths as the Dhammanupassana.
Pada malam hari ini, Yang Mulia Sayadaw akan memberikan ceramah Dhammanupassana Desa Paba, yaitu melakukan pengamatan terhadap 4 kebenaran mulia sebagai objek Dhamma.
Punasa Brahme Beku, Dhamedu Dhammanupati Uaradi, Stutu Uriya Desetu. Katen Sabana Beku, Dhamedu Dhammanupati Uaradi, Seduru Uriya Desetu, Ida Beku, Ida and Dokandi, Rabu dan Pajanadi. Ayan Doka Murioti, Rabu dan Pajanadi, Ayan Doka Niorodi, Rabu dan Pajanadi. Ayan Doka Niora Kamini Privari, Rabu dan Pajanadi. Beku again. Bhikkhu yogi observing the Four Noble Truths as the Dhammanupassana. Then the Buddha the Bhikkhu found the Bhikkhu yogi observing the Four Noble Truths as the Dhammanupassana.
Lagi Buddha menyapa bhikkhu yogi melakukan pengamatan terhadap 4 kebenaran mulia sebagai Dhammanupassana. Sekarang bagaimanakah bhikkhu yogi melakukan pengamatan terhadap 4 kebenaran mulia ini sebagai Dhammanupassana?
Bhikkhu hiya bhikkhu yogi idam dukkani rabuddham pajanati. Bhikkhu yogi know this is our life. We have the life, we have the nama rupa. 5 khana, these are the Yathabuddham, truly dukkha, right? We know. So then, Ayan Dukkha Tamuriyo Yathabuddham Pajanati, then the craving tana is the cause of the dukkha, we truly know, right? Then, Ayan Dukkha Niyoro Yathabuddham Pajanati, this is the Nibbana, is overcoming the dukkha, we truly know. Ayan dukkha niyora kamini privarati Yathabuddham pajanati. This is the noble eightfold path. This is the way practicing is that we know this way of practicing to be finished or suffering, we truly know.
Bhikkhu yogi mengetahui bahwa inilah kehidupan kita. Memiliki nama rupa 5 kanda yang sungguh merupakan sumber duka atau penderitaan. Kita mengetahuinya. Penyebab dari penderitaan ini adalah tanha atau kerinduan. Kita mengetahuinya. Kemudian nibbana adalah untuk mengatasi keseluruhan penderitaan. Kita mengetahuinya. Dan ini adalah jalan mulia beruas 8, jalan untuk mempraktekkan, kita mengetahuinya. Jalan untuk mempraktekkan berakhirnya penderitaan, kita mengetahuinya.
Katamansa bhikkhave dukkha ariya tissam, satipi dukkha, srapi dukkha, maranampi dukkha, dukkha prithiva dukkha domanatu bayapi dukkha, api yehi tampyogopi dukkha. Piyehi webyogapi dukkha, yambitana lepati tampi dukkha, sangatina pintu paranakkhana dukkha. Bhikkhu, what is the truly the Ariya dukkha? Right? So satipi dukkha, when we born, right? Sati also dukkha. Srapi dukkha, when we are old age. Marana, when we are dying, dukkha. Soka prithiva dukkha domanatu bayata, when we have the soka, sorrow, lamentation, physical mental suffering, worry, they are also dukkha. Abhiyehi tampyoga dukkha, piyehi webyoga dukkha. Sometimes you have to associate someone you don't like it, it is the dukkha. Sometimes you have to separate someone you love it, and also dukkha. Yambitana lepati tampi dukkha. Something you want, you cannot get, it is the dukkha. Sangatina pintu paranakkhana dukkha. In brief, the fight upadana khanda are dukkha suffering.
Biku, sekarang apakah sesungguhnya Arya duka itu? Kelahiran merupakan penderitaan atau duka. Demikian juga usia tua adalah penderitaan. Kematian adalah penderitaan. Duka cita, ratap tangis adalah penderitaan. Nama dan rupa batin dan jasmani ini adalah penderitaan atau duka. Lalu kita harus berkumpul dengan yang tidak kita sukai adalah penderitaan. Harus berpisah dengan mereka yang kita cintai adalah penderitaan. Apa yang kita inginkan tidak bisa kita peroleh, itu adalah penderitaan. Jadi secara ringkas, 5 upadana kanda itulah sumber penderitaan.
Kadamata bhikkhave chati ya dedan tadana tami tada nikaye zati tensati ogandi abe nebati khanana paru bhavo ayatanana prilavo yamudri bhikkhave zati bhikkhu vadesate zati ribon ya dedan tadana tami tadaye zati ya dedan tadana means that here the Buddha saying all kind of beings, right? Human beings, Devata beings, Sasha beings, Brahma beings, animal, right? So insect, all kind of, right? Yada dedan tada nikaye, zati, tensati, okandi, pinebandi, right? So even though we have the different, right? Some animals, they born, right, as directly, right, as a human being, right? Some animal, they give the egg, right? They give the egg. From the egg, then some animal have to be reborn, right? Like the Devata Brahma, they just appear, right? As Brahma Devata, right? So someone, they born in the water, right? Some of the places, then they appear as the insect animal, right? So for the abaya, someone go to abaya, they just appear in the abaya, right? So the way we born in this life, there are many ways, right? When we born, we just born as a human being. We don't need to stay in the egg, right? We stay in the mother's womb, right? But some animals, they have to stay in the egg, right? They stay in the mother's womb, although they have to stay in the egg. A few weeks later, they came out, right? Some they have to born as the Devata Brahma, right? Directly in the hair, directly, right? Some born in the water, right? So there are many ways of the born. We have the we born. We have the khanda na baru bhavo. Ayatana prilavo. We have the khanda, right? Khanda. Then ayatana means that we have the ayatana eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, right? Body and mind. So whoever born, we have those kind of khanda, eye, ears. They say that we are born, right?
Biku, apakah itu jati atau kelahiran? Buddha menyatakan bahwa semua makhluk, apakah sebagai manusia, dewa, Brahma, hewan, semuanya itu dilahirkan dengan cara yang berbeda. Kita sebagai manusia terlahir langsung, kemudian ada hewan yang juga lahir langsung, tetapi ada yang melalui telur. Kemudian dewa, Brahma, terlahir berwujud langsung. Kemudian ada yang terlahir di air, untuk hewan ataupun serangga. Mereka yang terlahir di apaya akan muncul langsung. Banyak sekali cara kelahiran. Sebagai manusia, kita tidak berada di telur, tetapi kita berada di rahim ibu kita. Kemudian lahir langsung. Ada juga hewan yang harus terlahir melalui telur, berdiam berada di telur itu untuk beberapa saat baru kemudian menetas. Bagi mereka yang terlahir sebagai dewa atau Brahma, mereka muncul secara langsung tiba-tiba berwujud. Demikian pula yang terlahir di neraka, mereka muncul langsung. Ada pula yang terlahir di air seperti hewan dari kelompok serangga. Kita terlahir, kita memiliki kanda, juga ayatana, yaitu mata, telinga, hidung, lidah, tubuh dan pikiran.
Katamata bhikkhave tara bhikkhu, what is the OH?
Kemudian para biku, apakah usia tua itu?
Ya dedan tadana dami tadanikaya tara thiranata. Khanesan palidan walaida sada ayuno tanhani indriyani pripago. Yahudri bhikkhave tara bhikkhu. So then, whoever born as the beings, right? Then, so after we born, right, we have the hour, then later we have the day and day, then months, now year, right? We grow up, right? Then there are, so then we old, right? Then notice, deep broken, hair gray, our skin also change. Are you not the need? Then our age also become decrease, right? India and every bago our eye, ears also getting old, right? Getting old when we were 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, either 1 month, 1 year, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, right? Then our teeth, our hair, our skin, our age decrease, our eye, ear getting old, right? Yahudri bhikkhave tara bhikkhu, this is the called old age.
Kita yang terlahir sebagai makhluk hidup, setelah terlahir, kemudian kita akan berkembang dari jam ke jam, kemudian dari hari ke hari, dari bulan ke bulan, dari tahun ke tahun. Kita bertumbuh kembang menjadi tua. Kemudian gigi mulai tanggal, rambut beruban, kulit keriput, usia kita juga berkurang. Mata dan telinga kita, indera kita juga menjadi aus. 1, 2 atau 3 hari, 1 bulan, 1 tahun, 10, 20 atau 30 tahun. Gigi tanggal, kemudian rambut beruban, kulit keriput, usia berkurang, kemudian mata, telinga juga mulai aus. Inilah yang dimaksudkan dengan usia tua. Seterusnya, apakah yang dimaksud dengan kematian?
Sawanada bhero andara dana medu marana kalangkiriya kanana bhero kaliwarata nekebo siriru besero ayahudri bhikkhave marana bhikkhu. Then after we born in the old age, dying, right? Sudi sawanada bhero andana dying, disappear, right? Mesu marana kalangkiriya kanana bhero. Then no more khanda, right? Rather dying, no more khanda. Kaliwarata nekebo, because the body burned, right? Body burned, or body bare on the ground, right? Or body thrown on into the ocean, right? Surya breathed all, right? Then this life finished. The life, the mind also finished. Then after we die, the body also burning or buried or thrown into the ocean. Right? No more khanda, no more light, no more mind. Idam hodri bhikkhave marana bhikkhu tisite vibhadhaye.
Setelah kelahiran kita kita menjadi tua, kemudian mengalami kematian atau kemusnahan. Tidak ada lagi kanda, karena tubuh ini setelah kematian dibakar, diperapukan, kemudian dikebumikan atau dibuang ke lautan. Kehidupan ini berakhir, batin juga berakhir. Ketika kita meninggal, tubuh diperapukan, dikebumikan, dibuang ke laut, kita tidak memiliki kanda lagi, tidak ada kehidupan, tidak ada batin. Inilah yang dimaksudkan dengan kematian.
Kadamosa bhagawe thoko yoga bhagawe inya derinya bhyatanena tamana gadata inya derinya dukkha dhammena buddhata thoko tosana tositatan ando thoko ando pri thoko ayahotri bhagawe thoko. Bhikkhu, what is the sorrow? What is the sorrow?
Selanjutnya, biku, apakah yang dimaksudkan dengan duka cita?
Bhikkhu inyadarena bhyatanena, where the people have the bhyatanena means that they are lost, damaged. Right? They are business damaged, they are relatives, parents, right? They are damaged, so they are their properties, right? Everything they have, they lost, right? When they lost their something, right? Business, money, right? Whatever, then dukkha dhammena phuddhata thoko dosana thoridata and thoko, then people have the suffer, right? Thoka means that there's sorrow, right? And thoko and in the mind, right? Yes, sometimes when we have the life, right? So you see thoka, right? So 2 years ago, right, in Japan, right, there are very strong raining, and very strong raining take the people, take the water, take the people, right, water, take the houses, right? So because it was a very strong raining, right? So when the very strong raining, so the water take the house, people are alive. Even though Japan is economically very powerful, when the water raining, no one can have. Right? So more than 200 people taken by the water, right? Alive. So the houses taken, there are many houses, right? So one of the veterans said, the water taken the people house, I only see in the movie, I never imaged it will happen in my country, right? It will happen in my country, I never imaged. So I only see this kind of the things only in the movie, on the TV. I never imaged it will happen in my country, right? Now I see, very scary, right? So, yeah, sometime there, so we see, right, alive, right? So something happened, then we have the sorrow, right? Thoka, sorrow. There's the bhikkhu called sorrow, soka.
Ketika seseorang mengalami kehilangan atau kehancuran, bisa usahanya, perdagangannya, kerabatnya, orang tuanya, harta bendanya. Apa yang dipunyai menjadi musnah, hilang. Kehancuran pada perdagangannya, uangnya habis, orang akan mengalami penderitaan atau soka, duka cita di dalam pikirannya, di dalam batinnya. Ketika ada kehidupan ini, kita melihat adanya duka cita. 2 tahun yang lalu, di Jepang, disapu oleh hujan badai yang sangat kuat. Hujan badai ini memusnahkan orang maupun rumah. Hujan badai ini menghanyutkan rumah, juga menghanyutkan manusia. Jepang yang secara ekonomi sangat kuat tidak bisa berbuat apapun ketika dihantam oleh hujan badai yang sangat kuat. Banyak orang yang hanyut, air ini menghanyutkan segalanya. Ada orang yang mengatakan bahwa ia hanya melihat air menghanyutkan segalanya itu di film. Ia tidak membayangkan bahwa hal itu akan terjadi di negaranya. Sekarang ia melihatnya. Sungguh menakutkan. Kita melihat di dalam kehidupan ini, apabila ada sesuatu yang terjadi, bisa menimbulkan duka cita atau soka.
Kadamosa bhikkhave paridewa bhikkhu vadesate crying.
Lalu para biku apakah menangis itu?
Yoko bhikkhave Inyadrindirina bhyatinina tamanagadata Inyadrindirina dukkha dhammina Purata adewa paridewa Adewana paridewana Adevi tatan paridevi tatan Yamudri bhikkhave paridewa. Then bhikkhu, when the people having they lost business, their relatives, something, right? Then dukkha dhammina, when they have the dukkha, paridewa, they saying something, all my things are go away, right? All my dears are go, what happened, right? They say very loud, saying their properties, their parents' name, right? Why this bad karma happened to my parents? Why this bad karma happened to my son, my daughter? Actually, my son and my daughter, my son is very nice people, right? My parents are so nice. Why this akusala happened to my parents, happened to me, right? They say something like this. This is called, bhikkhu, this is called parideva. They just sorrow, right? Parideva means that they cry, they say something from their mouths, right? About their relatives, how good they are when they were alive, and how bad they are when they were alive, right? So something they cannot keep in the mind. They are crying, saying, right? Especially, right? In Myanmar, you can see, right? Because so I don't know other nationalities. Myanmar is some people, especially in the past, right? When the people are dying, when we go to the cemetery, so they are saying something from their mouth. They are crying, right? So they are saying something for their goodness, how good they are, why you die so early, why you live as how can we live without you, something like that, right? So in Myanmar, this is very normal. But so nowadays, now in my center, I didn't go to the cemetery. Also, I made the rule when I go to the cemetery, people don't cry, right? Like this. So when I go to my parents, my mother funeral, also don't cry. So but they just have the tears. They don't say something out loud or something, right? So I asked them just observe, right? The Maranasati, right? Maranasati Adhuba Bhavana, right? So, but especially in the countryside, right? People saying something very common, right? Even my grandfather told me when they were young, right? Someone, they die at other place, right? When they die at other place, they cannot bury or burn this body without crying. They have to hire, right? They have to hire someone. Because very common, if the no people crying, no saying, they feel very sad, right? Someone when they die other place, not their village, right? Then they have to hire someone for crying, say something, pay money, pay very common. But when I was young, this kind of hiring tradition already stopped. But still their parents, their parents, sometimes their son, daughter crying, sometimes very loud. Sometimes I don't go to the cemetery when I was young, right? So sometimes I can hear from because our cemetery our monastery are not very far. Right? So they are crying, saying something. They are calling man, right? Dad, man, or son and daughter say something. So I can hear from my monastery they are crying, right? But if you don't have this kind of tradition in your country, probably hard to understand, right? Bridewa crying, say something. This is called Bridewa, right?
Biku, ketika seseorang kehilangan, misalnya kehancuran pada perdagangannya atau kehilangan kerabatnya, mereka ada yang berduka. Mereka melihat yang dicintainya meninggalkan mereka. Melihat orang tua, kemudian suami atau istrinya, putra atau putrinya. Mereka adalah orang-orang yang menyenangkan. Mengapa harus terjadi hal seperti itu padaku? Inilah yang dimaksudkan dengan paridewa, yaitu menangis sambil mengucapkan sesuatu. Biasanya adalah pernyataan bahwa di saat kehidupannya dia telah melakukan sesuatu yang baik dan orang itu tidak bisa menyimpan di dalam benaknya sehingga diucapkan pada saat kematian orang tersebut. Sayadaw menceritakan di Myanmar zaman dahulu ada kebiasaan jika seseorang meninggal maka orang lain itu menangis sambil mengatakan sesuatu tentang kebaikan dari orang yang meninggal itu. Misalnya mengatakan, mengapa kamu meninggal muda, bagaimana aku bisa hidup tanpa kamu. Sayadaw mengatakan, sekarang Sayadaw memang tidak pergi ke pemakaman, tetapi tampaknya kebiasaan seperti itu sudah tidak ada. Tamu perkabungan paling hanya meneteskan air mata. Sayadaw biasanya meminta pada mereka yang pergi ke perkabungan itu untuk mengamati Marananusati atau Asubha saja. Di pedesaan, tetapi di pedesaan masih banyak yang mempunyai kebiasaan menangis sambil mengatakan sesuatu. Nenek Sayadaw pernah menceritakan kepada Sayadaw bahwa jika seseorang itu meninggal di tempat lain, berarti tidak ada yang bisa menangisinya, maka pihak keluarga itu akan menyewa, membayar orang untuk menangis sambil berbicara. Ini untuk mereka yang meninggal di tempat lain, jadi harus membayar orang untuk menangis sambil mengucapkan pernyataan-pernyataan. Ini terjadi ketika Sayadaw masih muda, tetapi kebiasaan membayar ini sudah tidak ada lagi. Biasanya jika orang tua meninggal, anaknya kemudian menangis dengan kencang. Sayadaw mengatakan, walaupun Sayadaw tidak pergi ke tempat penyempurnaan itu, tetapi Sayadaw bisa mendengarnya karena antara tempat pemakaman dan senter Sayadaw tidaklah berjauhan. Orang tua atau anaknya mengatakan sesuatu. Ini Sayadaw mengatakan bagi mereka yang tidak mengenal tradisi ini mungkin agak sulit untuk memahami apa yang dimaksudkan dengan paridewa, yaitu menangis sambil mengucapkan sesuatu.
Kadimeta bhikkhave dukkha ne bhikkhu vadesate dukkha yango bhikkhave kayikan dukkha kayikan attadam kaya tampatan dukkha attadam viridan idam uttri bhikkhave dukkha ne bhikkhu kayika dukkha mintate attadam kaya tampatan dukkha, right? Attadam viridan, when we have the feeling we don't like it, something happen in our body, right? We feel dukkha, right? So when we are sick, when we have the disease, right? When we are sick, when we have the disease, right? Such as the cancer, there are so many kind of disease, right? When we are sick, then we see the dukkha. This is the bhikkhu called dukkha, right? Kayika dukkha.
Kemudian para bhikkhu, apakah yang dimaksudkan dengan kayika dukkha ini? Ketika misalnya kita merasakan sesuatu yang tidak kita sukai, ini menimbulkan penderitaan. Kita berpenyakit atau sakit, misalnya seperti kanker atau banyak jenis penyakit lainnya. Pada saat itu kita melihat duka, kita melihat penderitaan, kita melihat kayika duka.
Suffering of the domanassa, right? Unsatisfying feeling. Bhikkhu, here when the bhikkhu yogi have the dukkha, right? Someday manotampata in the mind, right? They do not like it. So they have the suffering in the mind. They are not satisfied in the mind. It is called bhikkhu domanassa. Right?
Bhikkhu, kemudian apakah yang dimaksudkan dengan penderitaan atau domanassa ini? Domanassa adalah rasa tidak puas. Misalnya seseorang mengalami atau ada penderitaan di dalam batin atau pikirannya, itulah yang disebut dengan domanassa.
Kadamosa bhikkhave upayaso yoga bhikkhave inyadara dharena bhyatanena tamanagadata inyadara dharena dukkha dhammena bhuddhata ayado upayado Yadidada ubadidada ayam bhikkhve ayam udri bhikkhve upayado. Bhikkhu, right? What is the upayada mean that there? Very suffering, right? In the mind, right? Very deep suffering. Right? Bhikkhu, when the bhikkhu yogi has the something I lost, when they have the dukkha, they have the suffering, right? In the mind, very strongly, very deep, right? Very hard to remove. When they are suffering, this is we call upayada. Right?
Kemudian bhikkhu, apakah yang dimaksudkan dengan upayasa? Ini adalah penderitaan yang sangat mendalam di dalam benak, di dalam pikiran. Misalnya ketika terjadi suatu kehilangan, menimbulkan penderitaan. Kemudian penderitaan ini tertanam sangat dalam di dalam batin atau pikiran. Inilah yang dimaksudkan dengan upayasa.
Kadamosa bhikkhave abhiye tambyogo dukkha. Hirayata de hondi aneda aganda amnaba. Upadara gana rata buddhava dhamma. Yopanata de hondi anatha kama aida kama. Abaduka kama ayokika kama. Yadehita de thingati. Tamakamo. The modern Maiti Bhava Yahudri Bhikkhu Abhiye Tambyogo Dukkha. Bhikkhu, what is the Abhiye Tambyogo Dukkha? So what is the dukkha? So when you associate someone you do not agree, so then here the Buddha said, Bhikkhu, Anita Aganda, you don't like it, you don't agree. You are not satisfied with the seeing the people, sound, smell, taste, touch. Then you don't want that. So you don't want those kind of the things, but because of the akusala karma, right? Then they have to stay with those kind of people, right? Sometimes two people don't like each other because situation, they have to stay, they suffer, right? Sometimes mother and parents, their children do not agree each other. They have to stay because they are mother and right, daughters. They are father and son, right? So they cannot separate because of their the relationship as father, mother, son, daughter, brother and sister, husband and wife, right? Sometimes you don't want to hear those kind of sound, something bad you hear, right? Sometimes you don't want to take those kind of things. So you have to associate, right? So you see some people, right, in your family, right? Some people in the other family, your friend, right? People are suffering because someone they do not like it, they do not really agree, but because somehow they have to stay together, right? they cannot separate, then we call abhitam yoga dukkha. Abhiya means that you do not laugh. You don't laugh or you do not like it. Some yoga means you still have to associate, then it is called dukkha. Abhitam yoga dukkha. You, the one of the sound, something you do not like it, you do not agree, but you have to associate as with the suffering.
Kemudian para biku, apakah yang dimaksudkan dengan penderitaan yang berhubungan dengan orang yang tidak Anda sukai atau tidak bersepaham dengan Anda? Anda tidak menyukai seseorang, Anda tidak puas terhadap seseorang itu. Kemudian Anda melihat itu atau Anda mendengar suara atau mencium. Apa yang tidak Anda maui? Yang terjadi karena aku salah. Misalnya mereka itu harus tetap tinggal bersama. Dua orang yang tidak saling menyukai, mereka terpaksa harus tinggal bersama. Misalnya antara orang tua dan anak-anaknya, mereka ada ketidaksepahaman. Misalnya antara ayah dan putranya. Tetapi karena hubungan kekerabatan ini, mereka tidak bisa berpisah. Mereka harus tinggal bersama. Lalu misalnya Anda tidak menyukai suara tertentu dan Anda harus mendengarnya. Ketika Anda harus berhubungan dengan seseorang, misalnya seseorang yang ada di dalam hubungan kekerabatan, kemudian orang di keluarga lain yang tidak disukai, ini akan menimbulkan penderitaan. Karena ketidaksukaan, tetapi karena adanya suatu ikatan, terpaksa harus tetap tinggal bersama. Jadi di sini adalah penderitaan yang ditimbulkan karena sesungguhnya Anda tidak menyukainya, tetapi Anda harus tetap berhubungan dengannya.
Katamosa bhikkhave piye vibhyoga dukkha. Bhikkhu, what is there? Someday you like it, you love it, you have to separate it. This is the dukkha. Bhikkhu, here some people they love, they like it, that people sound, smell, taste, touch, but somehow so they like it, their mother, right? Father, brother, sister, relative, friend, right? So they cannot associate, they have to separate, right? Because of situation, someone died early, someone moved other place, right? So even though they like each other, right? Sometimes that's why the karma, right, in this life. Sometimes you don't like someone, you have to associate, right? This is the reality dukkha, right? Sometimes you like someone, you want to associate, but you cannot. Right? So you have to separate because of their karma. Then also, something you like it, you have to separate. Also, it is the dukkha.
Kemudian para biku, apakah yang dimaksudkan dengan sesuatu yang Anda sukai tetapi Anda harus dipisahkan? Ini misalnya, kita menyukai seseorang, bisa juga suara atau cita rasa, tetapi harus dipisahkan. Bisa terjadi kita menyayangi orang tua kita, saudara kita, keluarga atau teman kita, tetapi karena keadaan kita harus terpisahkan. Misalnya karena mereka meninggal muda ataupun harus pindah ke tempat lain. Ini karena bekerjanya karma. Yang kita sukai terpaksa kita harus dipisahkan. Tetapi yang jika ada sesuatu yang tidak disukai, kita harus tetap bersama, ini menimbulkan penderitaan. Lalu yang kita sukai, yang kita sayangi harus dipisahkan, ini juga menimbulkan penderitaan.
Kadimenta bhikkhave yambesana labri tambi dukkha. Sadi dhamana bhikkhave tadana ewa isa ubesati. Hawada mayana sadi dhamma asama. Nasa wadano zadi agisayadi nae nakho panidan isaya udaban idami yambisa na labdi dambi dokkan bhikkhu. Something you want, you cannot get it. This is the dukkha. What is the dukkha? Sadi dhammana. So then, since we have the kilesa, having the another life is this is the nature, right? Then we said, I don't want to reborn. We wish not to reborn, so so then we cannot wish, right? Since we have the kilesa, then we wish not to have the old age, we cannot wish. We wish not to have the disease, not to die, not to have the sorrow, lamentation, the physical, mental suffering, right? Worry, we wish. We cannot wish, right? We cannot, if we can wish so many things, right? That's why the things are, so karma, right? When you really build the karma, yes, so then the karma, right? So, according to the karma, we understand, right? Even sometimes you want to die, you cannot die, right? Sometimes you don't want to die, you can die, right? Sometimes some people, they want to reach, they cannot reach, right? Some people, yes, occasionally they have the lottery, they reach, right? So you see, there, right, in this life, right? Some people, they don't want, they are very, right, they are very poor, right? Very poor. Then, so even though they are very poor, they have a very long life, right? Some people, they have a lot of money, they have the short life, right? That's why in Myanmar, when I was young, right? Maybe I was probably about 7 years old, right? So, one of the theology passing away in my village, right? And traditionally, when the theology passing away in Myanmar, we call set, right? We hire the set, the drama, right? So set means that there are many people, right? Maybe about 100 people play the whole night, right? So singing, dancing, or sometimes also they trying to do related to the Buddha teaching, right? In that drama, at that time I was only 7 years old, right? One of them is so poor, so ugly in the drama, right? He is so poor, so ugly, so he doesn't want to live. He is not happy in the life, right? In the drama playing, right? Then he want to die. So he called, I want to die, please. They mean that the Marana Dhamma, right? They mean that they want to die, right? Please call me. I don't want to live because I am very poor, I am so ugly, no one want to get married, right? So he called, and then the person with the Marana Dhamma, right? He came out with a very, very big weapon, right? Oh, you are not really karma to die. No, you cannot die now. No, I want to die. No, your karma not die. Okay, you cannot die. Stay. No, because I am so poor, so I cannot get married, and no one like me. So poor, that's why I want to die. No, you cannot die. Stay, right? But one day, he became lucky, right? He started and making the more money, right? More money. Then he met the one lady, or the lady also fall in love. So he forgot to die, because his life is okay now. He had the now wife, so he had the more money. Then he forgot to die, and the person who would like to for dying, he came out. Now you are all right to die. No, I don't want to die, because now my life okay. I have the wife, I have the money, I want to stay. No, you cannot stay. You have to die, then you have to die, right? Like a drama, saying like the Buddha Dhamma, right? Sometimes some people want to live, right? They cannot live. Some people want to die, they cannot die, right? So many karma, right? So the people don't want to worry. We have to worry. Where we live, where we believe the karma, right? It's okay, right? It's okay. So then you will be more peaceful, right? That's why here the Buddha says, Bhikkhu, in brief, our five khana are dukkha, right? Rupa Parana khana, Vedana Parana khana, Tinu Parana khana, Tingaru Parana khana, Vijnanu Parana khana. In brief, these five khana are dukkha. That's all for today's, right? Dukkha Desa Dhamma talk.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Biku, apa yang Anda inginkan tetapi tidak bisa Anda peroleh, ini adalah penderitaan. Ini terjadi karena kita memiliki kilesa. Karena kita memiliki kilesa adalah jamak kalau kita masih mengalami kelahiran kembali. Kemudian kita berharap supaya kita tidak menjadi tua, tetapi ini tidak bisa. Lalu berharap tidak sakit, itu pun tidak bisa. Berharap tidak meninggal juga tidak bisa. Ini menimbulkan duka cita dan ratap tangis. Kita tidak bisa berharap apapun. Kalau kita bisa berharap, maka kita bisa berharap banyak hal. Semuanya ini bekerja sesuai dengan hukum karma. Kita mengetahui hal itu. Andai pun ingin meninggal, kalau belum tidak sesuai dengan kamanya, maka tidak akan bisa terjadi. Ingin kaya, tetapi juga belum tentu bisa kaya. Anda lihat di dalam kehidupan ini, mereka yang hidupnya miskin, tetapi mereka memiliki usia yang sangat panjang. Mereka yang kaya, tetapi usianya pendek. Sayadaw menceritakan ketika beliau berusia 7 tahun, salah seorang Sayadawji di tempat kampung halaman Sayadaw meninggal. Di sana pada waktu itu ada kebiasaan jika seorang Sayadawji wafat, maka akan mengundang suatu drama pertunjukan. Pertunjukan ini berhubungan dengan ajaran Buddha. Di dalam drama itu diceritakan ada seorang yang miskin, sudah miskin jelek lagi. Dia tidak ingin untuk bertahan hidup. Ia ingin meninggal. Kemudian ia meratapi, mengatakan bahwa ia mau meninggal, ia minta meninggal. Tolong panggil saya tidak mau menjalani kehidupan ini karena saya miskin, saya jelek. Lalu pada saat itu muncul Maranadhamma, digambarkan sebagai orang yang dengan senjata. Lalu orang itu mengatakan bahwa kamu tidak bisa meninggal sekarang. Si miskin itu mengatakan, saya miskin, saya jelek, saya mau meninggal. Maranadhamma mengatakan tidak bisa, karena kamu harus tetap hidup. Lalu diceritakan di drama itu, pada suatu hari, ia mendapatkan keberuntungan, ia bisa berusaha, mendapatkan banyak uang, akhirnya ia memiliki banyak uang, dan ia bertemu dengan seorang wanita. Wanita itu juga jatuh cinta padanya, kemudian mereka menikah. Akhirnya si miskin yang dulu miskin ini lupa tentang keinginannya untuk meninggal. Karena ia sudah memiliki istri dan memiliki banyak uang. Orang yang dulu minta untuk meninggal, sekarang ia tidak mau meninggal. Kemudian Maranadhamma itu mengatakan bahwa kamu sekarang harus meninggal. Tapi orang yang dulu miskin itu menolak. Ia mengatakan bahwa ia tetap ingin tinggal. Dan Maranadhamma mengatakan tidak bisa. Jadi kita bisa lihat bahwa orang kadang-kadang ia ingin melanjutkan kehidupannya, tetapi tidak bisa. Yang ingin meninggal pun juga belum tentu bisa. Kita meyakini bekerjanya hukum karma. Kalau kita meyakini bekerjanya hukum karma, maka semuanya akan jadi baik-baik saja. Anda akan bisa hidup dengan lebih damai, lebih tenang. Jadi secara ringkas para biku, 5 kanda inilah yang menimbulkan penderitaan. Sayadaw mengakhiri ceramah beliau tentang penderitaan atau tentang duka sampai di sini. Sadu, sadu, sadu.